Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Friday, April 11th, 2025, Aries. Today you should be asking yourself a lot of important questions. The universe is pushing you on your journey of self-discovery. If you resist, you aren't going to be in a very good mood. You might want to facilitate this period with yoga or meditation. You may start a dream journal. Try to listen to yourself intuitively. You will probably find out you already have some of the answers. Taurus, if you're feeling unappreciated by the people around you, try going somewhere else. Begging for attention is unattractive, and so is strutting around trying to distract others with your gorgeous physique or charming wit. Go where you know you're appreciated, where your stories will make people laugh, where you feel at home. Know that if you stay where you are, nothing you try will work. Gemini, you could be in an uncomfortable situation with a friend today. There may be gossip going around about a mutual friend and you'll be tempted to join. Remember that repeated stories are rarely completely true. You could hate to lose a friendship if he or she found out you said something unflattering. Be careful. The people you're gossiping with may gossip about you later. Cancer. A close friend or colleague could receive special recognition for good works today. You're pleased with your friend's success and grateful for your own good fortune. It seems that you also have achieved a long-term goal. While you may not be acknowledged in public like your friend, you know in your heart that you accomplished what you set out to do. Your smile will say it all. Leo. You may have heard a juicy story about a friend lately and just be dying to share it with your entourage. Be careful with this impulse. The party in question would not appreciate hearing about what you're doing. You could unnecessarily harm someone's reputation. Think about how you would feel if the shoe was on the other foot. Virgo, it looks as though your ship is about to come in. It's likely that you will receive a letter or call alerting you to good financial news. Your mind may immediately begin to spin with ways to spend the windfall. Take care not to go on any shopping sprees. If invested wisely, the money could last for a lifetime. Libra, today you may find all your recent efforts rewarded. Your quick thinking and astute powers of observation have impressed others. Today you're likely to be recognized in some ways. Don't be surprised if you end up in the spotlight, blushing at the acclaim. This is likely to give your confidence a big boost and cause you to consider other ways to advance your career. Scorpio, if you're a salesperson, expect orders to roll in today. You're unusually persuasive, making it virtually impossible for anyone to say no to you. All signs indicate that you'll be successful with whatever you undertake. Take advantage of this auspicious time, but be very wary if you end up on the receiving end of a sales pitch. Opportunities that seem too good to be true usually are. Sagittarius, this is a good day to spend with your family as you love to do. Try to get chores out of the way as quickly as possible and schedule something fun for the afternoon. Maybe you would enjoy an outing to a park or movie. Perhaps it would be fun to bake cookies. Whatever you decide, with warmth and love will permeate the air and bring you closer together as you create wonderful memories. Capricorn, today's planetary energies may put spiritual matters in your mind. You may not be thinking in religious terms. Your focus is likely to be on the state of humanity and what you can do to help others that are less fortunate. Make some calls or do some research online. Find out how you can get involved. If you're short on time, a monetary gift can help you feel more connected and peaceful. Aquarius, you may be thinking about political or social matters today, particularly the deterioration of the planet. You may be worried about your future and that of your children. You might try to bring up the subject at a social gathering. Someone you meet there is bound to teach you something about the issue. If you need to get further involved raising people's awareness of the issue, then do it. Pisces, today is going to present you not only a continuation but also an intensification of the strong energies that have been pushing you towards self-discovery. If you put up some resistance, you're going to be uncomfortable. Try to participate in the task. Question yourself, why do you say and do certain things? If you're honest, the rewards will outweigh the growing pains. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Friday, 11th April 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Good morning, it's Friday. WTF. Welcome to Friday. This is where we welcome you to the DBS Morning Show for another amazing, the wrap up of another week. That's it. After today, until Monday, you're going to get to see us again. But We need to know what's happening in and around us. Let's see what our news department has gathered.
Good morning. Amid rising global trade tensions, the former National Green Party leader Andrew De is sounding the alarm on food security in St. Lucia. Speaking on Newsmaker Live, De warned that the island's heavy reliance on imports leaves it dangerously exposed to the fallout from the U.S. government's new reciprocal tariff policy, urging immediate action to strengthen local agricultural resilience.
I think we are a resilient nation, and I believe we could feed ourselves. As to how we're going to do it, we have to put down proper agricultural, climate change resistant infrastructure, meaning we should have at least 100 acres under greenhouses to protect you from torrential rains. But nobody is saying these things. If you do not have the infrastructure, you cannot produce.
With food prices already on the rise, many citizens are concerned about the affordability and availability of essential goods. De stressed the need for sustainable practices and policies aimed at bolstering local food production. Now, at the ECCB's 9th Growth and Resilience Dialogue, Governor Timothy Antoine stressed the urgent need to tackle food security and the impact of U.S. tariffs on the region's economy. While inflation and a slowing global economy are pressing concerns, Antoine reassured that the Eastern Caribbean dollar remains very stable.
At this moment, the backing is 98%. The law requires us to be at 60%. With foreign reserves of $6 billion and growing, as you can see on screen. Our EC dollar has stood the test of time. Over nearly 5 decades, our EC dollar has withstood multiple shocks, and it will withstand this tariff shock. So all this speculation about the devaluation of the EC dollar, that's one thing you do not have to worry about.
The governor called for more investment in local food production to reduce reliance on imports and address the region's high food import bill. Students from the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School recently had the opportunity to step into the world of music production thanks to the Ministry of Sustainable Development's NAP GCF Readiness Project.
It's been about 6 weeks of work. I mean, in the sky, I like to say, you know, all the writing and trying to get it through and approved from since November last year we've been working. And so getting to see the students come in today, I think it's one, access to industry, letting them see that all the amazing stuff that they do, there's really that connection to the outside world. I think it reinforces that. A lot of the students are Form 1s and Form 2s, and the band is Form 4s and Form 5s. So they're, you know, I just love the fact that they could come and see what it's like to be in a professional setting.
As part of an initiative aimed at promoting climate change adaptation and resilience, the school's choir and band recorded a calypso jingle designed to raise awareness about climate change and its impact on communities. A high-level delegation from China's Yantai City is set to make a major presentation today, Friday, spotlighting the urgent challenges and bolder solutions for small island states pursuing carbon-neutral development. With global climate goals tightening, this visit aims to shine a light on China's progress and how its experience can help guide countries like St. Lucia on the road to sustainability.
The St. Lucia China Friendship Association is pleased to be hosting this activity on Friday, which will be attended by persons and entities across a wide range of sectors, all having to do with everything from green energy in terms of the solar, wind and geothermal, blue energy, how we could put our oceans and our waves to work to create energy.
During their visit, the delegation will engage local stakeholders, providing updates on actionable opportunities to participate in UN-backed zero-carbon initiatives. The presentation will highlight successful projects already underway in China, endorsed by the international community, and offer a framework for how small island developing states can adapt, innovate, and lead in the global climate effort. That's your news summary. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you, guys. We need to take a short break and come right back. Well, recently we spoke to Charlotte, and Charlotte is not just fertility. She's also fertility and weight loss. So it will be remiss of us to capture one element and not capture or profit the opportunity to capture the other element on which she could have given us some expert advice. And we also profited the opportunity to tie it into the times that we're in. Carnival is around the corner, and we know a lot of you are looking for some quick fixes when it comes to the weight loss. And we don't want you all to keep doing that and damaging your health. So here's Charlotte again enlightening us on weight loss this time around. Of course, we've got to zero in with Charlotte. We can't have a whole Charlotte here who is in charge of weight loss management on the island. We spoke about the fertility, but we definitely need to spend some time on the weight loss, because this is an issue here, not just for aesthetics, but we see the numbers when it comes to diabetes, when it comes to those diseases. And of course, weight management has a lot to do with that. Am I correct?
You are correct. We have as you probably know, the highest rate of diabetes per capita in the world, which is crazy. It's mostly to do with our diet, our lifestyles, having bakes and fried chicken for breakfast, for example, drinking lots of sugary drinks, sodas, juices with our meals. So I specialize in weight loss for those that have a high BMI, those at a risk of cardiovascular diseases, already diagnosed with diabetes type 2, hypertension, PCOS, weight loss as well. So we focus mainly on a holistic approach. So we include in our weight loss package foot detoxes, medications for weight loss, colon cleanses, weight loss tablets. We focus on belly fat, so we have tummy toning machines. We also do your BMI, your blood pressure. We screen you for diabetes as well. We check your waist, and we include meal plans, and we have access to our healthy eating group on WhatsApp. So we share meals, and we give you, make you confident and give you that support that you need to keep up with the weight loss and healthy lifestyle.
Now, Charlotte, I'm going to go there with you, because we're heading into Carnival, and a lot of the time we see a lot of quick fixes around the Carnival season. Now, what is your advice when it comes to those quick fixes? Sometimes some of the practices are not even, healthy practices, just to make sure we fit into those costumes, or we look good on the road, or those fets are popping. What is your advice and your thought on these?
Yep, so there's also a popularity with fasting, for example, and fasting can be a quick fix, but it also can be a very dangerous fix, especially if you already have insulin resistance, if you're pre-diabetic, if you have PCOS, for example. So you shouldn't do any fasting if you have these conditions, and fasting can make you lose weight sometimes quickly, but you actually double the weight back on in the rest of the time after you stop fasting. So it's better to do a more gradual weight loss, a healthy weight loss, and one that you can sustain and keep to, and something that's going to last you, and it's going to be a lifestyle more than a diet.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not get up today and we have Carnival in 2 weeks, so let's do this. So my birthday is about coming. Let me do this in 2 weeks. It is a continual thing. It's a lifestyle.
A lifestyle, something you can keep up and maintain and enjoy. That's the main thing.
Another thing we seem to be seeing a lot of on the market now is the injection. They call it the lipo things, that the lipo tablets or the lipo injections. And many a times people are just showing up performing these, but these are supposed to be performed by medically trained people, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's go there, because some people, again, the desperation, and we go in with trends, and everybody just doing things and not thinking. What's your advice on these?
Again, it's very important to do your research. You should never go ahead and do any type of surgery or injections without doing proper research, making sure someone is fully qualified. For example, with the injections, again, are you given advice on following through with healthy diet, or is it just a quick fix? The injection is not going to do much to you if you continue to have KFC every day, for example. So you need to make sure that you are getting the proper advice in terms of diet, follow-up care as well. You don't want someone to just come on island, inject you, and then they leave. Where you're going to get your follow-up care from. These things are really important to consider, as well as the chemicals that are obviously going into your body. What are the effects? Have you done your research? These things are very important.
Right. Let's swing back around to diet a little bit, and some of the simpler changes that we could start making, towards that direction as well.
Yep, so mostly the foods that are really bad for us at the moment that are definitely giving us pre-diabetes is sugar, of course. So sugar in St. Lucia, most of the forms come in drinks. So people in St. Lucia generally try to, when they have their meals, they have a cocoa tea in the morning with sugar. Then they might have lunch with a local juice that's full of sugar. Then maybe in the afternoon they might have a soda or a Vitamalt because they're feeling weak. For example, the Vitamalt has 43 grams of sugar. So it's really about learning how to read labels and sugar content, and even some things that have added sugar on top of that. It's very important that you learn how to read labels and just stick to drinking really water and coconut water and maybe flavored teas with no sugar, so you're not adding all this sugar into your diet every day.
Wonderful. Again, where should we come, when should we come, and where should we come?
Okay, so again in St. Lucia, I have 3 clinics, Rodney Bay, Soufrière and Vieux-Fort, and we are open 6 days a week from 8 till 12. The contact number is 714-5006, and you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Charlotte. No quick fixes, guys. It's a lifestyle, okay? Get it? Got it. Well, guess what? We're about to wrap up Lent, and after Lent, what comes? Obviously, it's Easter, and it's that kite flying season. And a lot of people all around the Caribbean, it's a Caribbean tradition, kite flying at Easter time. So the CDF, together with Excess Production, they're going to be having that kite flying competition again on this year. I believe it's around the 22nd year that this has been happening. So let's get the information that we need, and let's plan our family lime. And let's go out and have a good time. Here's Wilkie. There's always method to our madness, you know. We did not just decide we want to just chill, right? Well, that's part of it as well. But we deliberately choose to conduct this interview here in the open space up at the Cultural Center, where the breeze, I'm sure you can hear a little breeze coming through the mic if you listen very well. But yeah, because we are talking kite flying. Easter is around the corner. Wilkie, where I am from, that's a big thing. Kite flying is a big thing. And I mean, like time like now, you'd have heard the big Bodhi already singing in the sky, and you can't sleep at night. I mean, that's how huge it is back home. So when the Cultural Center started to put effort into, developing or going back to the days of awe, when this used to be a big thing here, it excites me because it makes me feel like home. And that's why I get excited about certain things here, because it sort of gives me that connection to back home. So you guys have had a workshop. Is it?
Yes,
no, you're going to tell me everything, because I think I'm probably ahead of myself now. Talk to me about Easter, what's going to be happening, and what the CDF has been doing to ensure that this is going to be a success.
Well, first of all, I like that you can relate to it. And that's a big thing for us, that legacy, that transmission, and so on. And this is actually the 22nd edition of the Kite Flying Festival. So it has been going on for 22 years this year. So that's a major accomplishment. This year, the CDF has come on board with Excess Production, who is the host company of the Kite Flying Festival, just to give them some support, because what they are doing is culture. It's a tradition in St. Lucia, particularly during Easter time. It's an Easter pastime, and we saw the significance of supporting them in what they do. And this year we hosted a number of workshops with schools in the north and in the south, just to teach the young people about the tradition of kite flying, get them excited, and hopefully to get them out there on April 21st at the Kite Flying Festival, Pigeon Island, flying the kites. We want it to be a spectacular event.
Absolutely. So, well, last year we had the privilege of locking down the man behind Excess, who gave us a full insight, as to his vision for the whole thing, and how he was relating to it and stuff like that. I mean, over a couple of years back, it seems like there was a lot of things competing with it, but it doesn't seem like there's very much happening this time on that day. So I'm thinking it's going to be the place that the family is going to be looking forward to.
Hopefully, yeah, like you rightly said, I don't think there's much happening that time. I'm sure St. Lucians across the country are looking for something to do on Easter Monday. So why not come up to Pigeon Island, Bring your different kites. Come early, register. The event runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's ample time. If you're not a kite flyer, but you're just an enthusiast, you're just looking for something to do, it's definitely the place to be. Like I said, it's the 22nd year that they're having this. So there's going to be a variety of kites also on display. There are going to be persons on site actually building their kites. So it's not like everybody's coming with pre-made stuff. People are going to be doing it there. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be interesting. And there's lots of prizes. There's a group prize. There is a prize for the smallest kite, the largest kite.
Ugliest kite.
Well, they said scariest.
Scariest. Well, save the front.
Yeah,
Certainly.
So there's lots of variety. There's lots of options. It's a holistic event. It's a family event. You can come on as a family to create a kite, put your display out there, that sort of thing. So it's something that we want St. Lucians to be part of. And definitely we want everybody to come out on April 21st, support Excess Productions in the Easter Kite Flying Festival.
And support the culture. You're not just supporting them, you're supporting the culture. That is definitely something. And if you're a parent or you're a guardian of children, this could be your way of contributing towards sustainability of the culture as well. Because when you carry the kids to these things, you're actually planting seeds that goes along. So Wilkie, thank you again, you and the CDF, and of course big up to Excess Production. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the 21st. We flying some kite.
For this morning's workout, we will be doing a Bacchanal warm-up routine to Iron Bazudi by Alison Hines. Let's begin. So we're just swinging the hips side to side, feeling that music. 4, 3, we're going side, side, and 4, 3, 2, 1, side to side with the hips. You know this one. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1, roll it. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, take it back. Hey, hey. 4, 3, 2, coming forward. Hey, hey. Roll the hips. Let's go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it. And hey, hey. Let's go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side with the hips. Grab that rag. Wave it, wave it. Roll it. 4, 3, 2, take it back. And forward. Take it back. Forward, forward. Roll it. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. Hey. Hey. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side with the hips. Oh yes. Singing. Hey. 4, 3, 2. Take it up. 4 more. 4. We're going back. Let's go. Take it forward. Last bit in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, you know me and my nature, so yeah, seems like it's going to be one of those kind of weekends for me. But this is where we come to the wrap of another amazing week in your company, and we appreciate you choosing to wake up with us every morning and be inspired. And we are looking forward to next week for you joining us again so we can do this all over. But whatever it is you do over the weekend, please be mindful. Please, of course, be considerate. And, of course, be kind to yourself first and be kind to others. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure that it's safe and it's peaceful. And we join you again on Monday, right back here for another DBS This Morning. Happy weekend.